Hey everybody, great day. It is Fabulous Friday. It's your girl Kat here. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. This is Chat with Kat and Friends. It is a wellness network. Join me. Let's connect together to have greater wellness, greater information concerning health and wellness. I want to partner with you and I thank you so very much. Share my channel, subscribe, touch that notification bell so that every time great information is uploaded, such as this video on today or a stream live, you will be notified as soon as it jumps off. You'll be notified and you'll be able to tune right in with me. And I can see your comments. Thank you so much. This streams through to Twitch TV. Hey, to my Twitch family. This is streaming to Awesome God Radio station and the app. I am so blessed and I pray that you are too. I pray that you're having an awesome day on today. Just wanted to pop in and share a few things with you guys. It is fantastic, fantabulous Friday. It's also Financial Freedom Friday. So I'll be sharing a couple of financial tips with you guys. I am no financial expert, just things I've tried, we have tried along the way that have worked. That's how you figure things out, right? For yourself. You try them, and if they work, you keep them going, you remain consistent with them, or you pick them back up when the time is right and you keep on going. Sharing that kind of information helps all of us to grow. Look, and it helps me to stay responsible and accountable. So just jumping right in. I'm praying that you're having a great day on today. I am here in Baltimore, Maryland. You could be watching from anywhere, from everywhere. Thank you so very much. It is windy, it is cold. It is cold. It's feeling a lot like winter. It's feeling a lot like winter. Like what happened? I think fall was what, 1-2 weeks maybe, something like that. But I'm ready. I'm ready. You just gotta be. So it's happening. So okay, I'm just gonna roll with it. What else can I do, right? I pray that you guys are look, that your weekend is, I don't know, packed with either things to do or you're resting. You may have a work schedule this weekend. I am praying for you, each and every one of us. Let's stay connected. Stay connected to your loved ones, especially it is holiday time. We want to give shout out and prayers out to those who are no longer with us. This is a tough time for a lot of people. Most of us who have either lost loved ones personally close to us, or they may have been people that we know of. We're like connected indirectly, but still connected. All of those things. And there are some ways that we are impacted, and we are impacted by them, by the loss of loved ones, by the emptiness that will be filled, or the void that you might find in not having them with us. So let's keep one another in prayer in that. And I thank you so very much. I'm doing that for you. I pray that you do it for me. Hey, Dr. E, how are you? Dr. E was one of my guests in, it's November, October, or September, October, within the last 2 months. Check that video out. I have my uplifting tunes playing on tonight. Mary J. Blige is on. I believe her concert is it tomorrow night? I think it is tomorrow night. I would love to go. I would love to go. Hey, I would love to go, but I'm not going to make. I'm not going to make it this time. But anybody who is, hey, chime in with us. Chime in with me at any time. Please let me know. Give me the details. Let me know how it is. It's going to be so crowded. That is one of the main reasons that I'm like, you know what? Not this time. And I think it would be crowded either way. Mary J. Blige, she's such an awesome woman of great inspiration. She has overcome, survived, and she is striving through so many things. And I praise God for her. Look, her ministry of faith and just keeping it real with everybody, and with herself. Most importantly, that's what helps you to keep going, keep growing, learning, and just moving forward in and of yourself, right? You can only be true. Like you can only, the most important thing is to be true to yourself. You got to face, sometimes we have to face some things that are really hard to do, that are really hard to face. But at any rate, it pays off in the long run, in the short run, however that is, it pays off for you emotionally, psychologically, and all of those things that are stored up on the inside, right? Would help to get past them and to move forward gracefully with grace. And it's not always easy. Nope, it's not always easy, but yet and still with more perseverance is placed on the inside, that faith is increased, and we're moving forward and just making things happen by the power of God and the spirit that drives you, that keeps you keeps you of sound mind, that which you willingly allow, might not all the time, but you willingly allow, and praying that you do that. um let's see, we talked about the holidays are coming. Thanksgiving is next week. I am looking forward to Thanksgiving. What are you guys looking forward to the most about Thanksgiving? Now, last year, was nobody got together. Nobody got together last year. I'm telling you, we're all overcomers. You are an overcomer. You are striving, an overcomer. You are striving and thriving. And I'm so thankful for your life on today. You're here. You woke up. You have value. You have worth. So please know that. But Thanksgiving is next week. What are you mostly looking forward to? What are you mostly looking forward to? Comment in the comment box on wherever you are. Let me know. Chime in, or you can do so on Facebook, wherever, on Instagram. Let me know what you're most looking forward to. And it might just be getting together with other people. It might be being by yourself or starting a new tradition. I remember when we were stationed far away from family, we had to um develop some new traditions that were just our own, because we were without family. And although we made many great friends and many great relationships at the holiday times, in many cases you just felt like being with family, right? You just felt like being with those who are like extra close to you and whatnot. So I'm not saying that you can't get with friends and all of that, and then family, friends that are like family, yes, because those are so important. Those connections are important to have, important to make, and important to keep those relationships, for as much as positive worth that they are to you. Keep a hold of those people. Let me see, but yes, I remember when we were living far from home, which is Baltimore, Maryland. We were living in VA, was our last duty station as active duty members, and moving from place to place like every 3 to 4 years or what have you. So you go to a place, you sit down, create relationships and extended family with those people that you're with. I remember just it just being like this weird thing, because it's a transition that you had to go through almost each time, right? So we had to develop some traditions of our own, which you do what you have to do, right? You do what you have to do. So we successfully did that. I remember our last Christmas in Virginia. And the reason why I can remember it so clearly is because we didn't get together with people. It was like just us. And I think we went to some restaurant. I can't even think of the name of it because it's been a minute. It's been a minute. We've been here back home in Baltimore, Maryland for a little over 8 years. I want to say 7, 8 years. So it's been a while, but I do remember that because we were like, you know what? We just didn't feel like, I don't know, getting with people. We just wanted to be just us. So yeah, that's what we did. We went to, well, no, the name of the restaurant was called Teppanyaki Grill, and they had all of these different it was like a buffet style type thing. I would not do that now today, like in this era of COVID and all of that. I wouldn't dare do that now. But and if you do, hey, to each his own. But it was like what, Korean style food, Japanese food, and of course they had some American dishes and things like that as well. But at any rate, we had to develop, and that was something that we did that was like totally out of tradition. I want to, in the years before that, we probably got together with the friends and stuff there, because everybody is kind of in the same boat. We weren't the only ones who had to, reconnect and refine Thanksgiving, refine Christmas, or redefine, if you will, redefine it in the traditional sense of families getting together as military families. That's something that you have in common with everybody that's there. Now, some people may have been there and in that location doing it longer, but at any rate, we all shared that, that we're coming together and we're loving each other. And it was new and different. So that was somewhat, yep. In some most cases, one of the great things about going into different areas or states, and actually in countries, because we were in Germany and Hawaii, although that's not a country, but in Germany for some time. But being in different states is being able to connect with and meet so many different people, and be in diverse areas and connect with people from literally all walks of life, all languages and things like that. And that was very wonderful experience. I would not trade it for anything. At all, ever. I wouldn't trade it for anything. There are some things we would do differently. We've sat back and talked about that. There are some things we would do differently. So, as a veteran, while I'm on it, make sure you get to, if you are a veteran or you know of someone who is, make sure you're having the time or taking the moment to research and take advantage of veteran benefits, everything that veterans are afforded to have discounts on, or I don't know, have freebies and things of that nature. Make sure you're taking advantage of those. There's the right off the top of my head, there is the VA home loan guarantee that, like, that you are privy to. A home loan in whatever the amount is. I think it depends on either how long you've been in, or there are qualifications and criteria. You can find that out with your VA representative. And there's that. I mean, there's uh, what entrance into, different clubs or different the bases. You have privilege to those. I mean, USAA, you get to bank with USAA. We used to bank with USAA. We have a couple other different banks that we bank with now. But there are things that you have just, but not instill, but you have different things that you are welcome to as being a veteran. Do the research, find out exactly what they are. I'll try to jot some of those down myself, and expound on those somewhat, if you will, at a later date, because it's something that just came to mind. I mean, literally, but Anthony and I were talking about some semblance of this. We were having a conversation a few days ago concerning it, so that's probably why it's like kind of fresh in my mind somewhat, because I'm not saying everything, but yeah, that is something that we really need to do, because quite a few people aren't taking advantage of that. I know that the home loan, the VA home loan that you do get, we were able to take advantage of that, and you can use that while you are active duty, and you also have the use of it once you are finished, once you retire or you're separated. Once your active duty your active duty life is over, you still have the VA home loan that you can use, that is at your disposal. Also, the GI Bill for education, you had that. And now I know, right when I was getting out or being separated from the military, the what the policy changed where you can sign your GI Bill over to your children and possibly your spouse as well. I'm not certain. Check on that. And that's something that you can use while you're active as well. And when your active duty career is over, you still have use of that. My whole schooling was with my GI Bill. It's still some payback going on, but I was able to complete through my master's degree, and it kind of ran out during the last semester of my master's program. But it is available. It is real. You do have use of it. And if you are uncertain as to how to go about using it and getting it, speak with your VA representative, and they will be able to help you find out how you can use it, and let whether the policy is still in effect. And I'm sure that it is, that you can sign it over to your children if you like, so they can take advantage of the benefit of education, higher education, or continuing education. They can take advantage of that as well. You may not want to, that's up to you. And therefore you can sign it over to your kids. And once again, that is available when you're active duty and after your active duty career has ended. It's still available to you. The VA home loan is available to you for a 10-year period. It's available while you're active duty, and then it's available once you've completed your active duty career. It's only available for the next 10 years. So if you pass your 10 years, because life happens, things happen, years go on, and you may not think about it or whatever, and it comes up. And if you're past your 10-year mark, then you're kind of out of it, and that may have changed. Always check. Look, I'm one, I will always ask. I mean, you have nothing to lose from asking, but so much to gain. So if in doubt, always ask the question. And that's in any in any arena for me. As far as I'm going to ask, because you'd rather know the information than to not know. Because if you feel like you know, but you really don't know, you could be missing out. You could be missing out on funds that are due to you, due to your family. You could be living in a situation of lack. Yeah, for lack of a better, more glamorous terminology, but you could be living in a situation of lack and depleted resources when you really don't have to, right? And that's everybody, not just veterans, but that's for everybody and anybody. Always ask. You will not be any worse off with the no. You won't be, but you do have so much more to gain if you ask and the answer is yes. Hey, or maybe not as much, or maybe it isn't as you last remember. Like maybe the amount is different, or I don't know, allowances have changed, but you do get something. It's better than not getting nothing, right? So ask, find out, and have the knowledge for yourself, so that then you can make a better informed decision about what to do, where to go, who you need to speak to, what avenues are open to you or closed. You'll find all of that out, but you have to ask first, right? What is the saying? Closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed, or it's a bunch of other ones too, I'm sure. But that's a semblance of that. If you don't ask, you won't know. You won't find out. Trying to figure out. Okay, skip. Okay. So in continuing Fabulous Friday. Oh, the financial tips for today. Let's see, they would have to be, and I did think about this, they would have to be, as far as it, because it's holiday time, so we may be spending a little bit more money, right? So what you want to do is, like, especially if it's credit cards or loans, anything like that, for paying it back, pay a little bit more than the amount that's due. Pay a little bit more, and then try to pay it a few days before the due date, and set up automatic payment. There are discounts when you set up automatic payment, for the payment to be made from your bank account. Sometimes you can make it from your credit card account. You really can't make credit card payments with a credit card, so set it up from your bank if that's what you do. I do know a few people who are like, I don't do that automatic stuff. I don't want anybody going into my bank account. Everybody, to each his own. You get to make your own personal decisions in that. But do set it up, if that's what you do, set it up so that you can reap those benefits and discounts. And it might not be a whole lot, but it's something. So take advantage of that. And then if you have that set up with different accounts that you have, different billings or what have you, different bills that you have, then that's more money. It might just be 5% here and 5% there. Well, together that's 10%. And if you do it and it's 5% for everybody, it could be 1%, but they add up. And so that's a savings that you have in total. Think of it like that, instead of, oh, it's not saving me much, I don't care, I don't mind paying into the 5%. Well, but you could get that back too, and think of it in a totality sense think of it in totality and not just individual. Think of it like that. And because that's your total saving, you want to save with and think with a mind of totality in mind, right? When you're paying your bills and stuff. That's for loans and for credit card bills. Also, I have for you guys for loans, when you are paying down on your loans, at times you will have the option of paying to the principal. If you have the option of paying to principal, that means that that's not including the interest that is accrued or has been accrued in the calculation of the length of your loan. If you get to pay principal only, pay principal only. That goes then, and that can go to your mortgage as well. At times you'll have the opportunity to pay. That could go to your car as well. You'll have the opportunity to pay. Now you will have to ask. You should ask. If you don't see the options, if you don't know that you have an option, then ask. If you have the option, and guess what? They'll let you know. Everything isn't always right in front of your face, because banks are in the business of making money. Those places where you lease from or finance from or what have you, they're into making money. So if they don't tell you and you don't ask, they're not losing anything, but you are. They really don't care about that. They're not in the business of looking out for your financial well-being or whatever. So ask is do I have the option of my payment going to principal or to your regular balance? And they will let you know. They will tell you the truth. They will tell you yes or no. They will tell you the truth. But if you don't ask, you'll never know, and you'll just keep making those payments, and your interest will be included. And I mean, that's that. It's no biggie. But your principal, the end of your loan will diminish and draw down faster when you pay to principal. That means the life of your loan isn't as long. Like if maybe you have a 3-year loan, if your 3-year loan is broken down to include interest. But if you're paying principal mostly, then that means that the term of your loan possibly can change and maybe not be 3 years. Maybe it'll be 2 years and I don't know, 8 months. You steadily bring it down. Also, with that, make sure that there's not a what is it called? There's no penalty for paying it off early. You want to do that before you start making those extra payments or making payments just to principal. Make sure that there's not a penalty for paying it off early. Sometimes there are penalties for if you pay it off early. They're, like I said, their goal is to make money, not really to save you money. They'll wrap it up in this nice pretty bow and with the speech and the language to seem like it's saving you this and that, and in some regard it may be, but you could save more. And you won't know that unless you ask. So ask about the penalty to pay it off early first. Find out that there's not. If it is, then you want to just leave it just like it is. It doesn't really save you anything or get you anything to pay it off early if there's a penalty. If it's not, do what you can to pay it off as quickly as possible. Do what you can to pay it off as quickly as possible. I don't know what happened here, so I'm gonna leave this alone. Do what you can to pay it off as quickly as possible, so that that will mean that the ending balance of your loan, it wouldn't be as greater. It wouldn't be as great as it would be if it lasted that whole 10 years, 5 years, or 3 years, or what have you. You could pay it off a little bit sooner, make your payments a little bit bigger, pay to interest. I'm sorry, pay to principal instead of to the interest, the regular payment, which is the interest payment. Yeah, those two things are what I wanted to share with you guys on tonight. And from time to time, well, Friday is typically Financial Freedom Friday, so I try to give financial tips. Check out the previous videos. There are some great information on credit score, how to increase your credit score, and different things like that. No, I'm not a financial guru or anybody like that, but I have learned along the way. We have learned along the way some, not too many tricks, but we've learned to how to understand and take the advice of different different professional YouTubers as well. We've used some of the tactics that have been shown to us and shared with us on YouTube, and also the financial strategist that I had on, oh man, early in starting. It was probably March. My girl Michelle, she was on. If you want to check that video out, check it out. She gave some really great information, especially if you're trying to increase your credit score. Great information is in that video, and Michelle will be back, but I will have a financial strategist with us next month. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to confirm that interview, but that's happening in December, like the second or third week, something like that. We'll have the financial strategist with us. Her and her husband had this awesome and wonderful business, and she's going to share some great business tips and share her contact information. That way you can get in contact with her, and make some connections and form alliances with someone who will help you in the manner that you most need, right? And that you're seeking to get that help in. I think that might be all. Yeah, that might be all for me on tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining. I just wanted to chime in. Look, as well, join us Monday night chat with Kat and Friends. I have two awesome, overcoming, striving, thriving guests for this month. We're winding down this month with paying tribute to, shouting out, and being thankful for overcomers, thrivers, and survivors, which we all are. This is just a small example of those who are coming forward with their stories to encourage, to enhance your life, to inspire you to keep on going, keep on living, even through the trauma of news, disruptive news, distracting news, news that is traumatizing to you, or life challenges. That's what these interviews have been all about, and I'm so thankful and grateful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Download the Awesome God Radio app. Listen every single day, 24/7. Download the app. You can listen live on the Awesome God Radio station, www.awesomegodradio.com. Connect with me at Trina W at awesomegodradio.com. I think that's what I was mixing it up with. Connect with me. That's my email. Connect with me there on email. Chat with Kat and Friends on Instagram, on Twitter, and all those Emerge Wellness, Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so very much for hanging with me on tonight. I pray that you continue to have a great evening, a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Touch that notification bell, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Share. Thank you. Good night.